NBA sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to one of the most storied postseason venues in the league. Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, sold out once again. Tonight, it's the AFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the New England Patriots and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Stevenson to begin the drive.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Prescott from the gun. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Stevenson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 18 big yards on that one and a New England first down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
A first down throw for Prescott. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. That is caught by Anderson. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 33. He had over 100 catches in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of this wild card game.
A nice grab there for a guy coming off a terrific season, one that saw him have over 100 catches.
And when you have that many catches, that means you're a full part of the offense. And let's face it, he's been as good as anyone in the NFL this year. So figures he's going to play a big role in whether his team can advance in the playoffs.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easy.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
And the Steelers are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Good running right there, and this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's going to air one out. This is intercepted.
Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Pats are going to take possession of the football. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
There to stop him, Terrell Edmunds.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 44, Prescott. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Alex Highsmith. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Down at the 25.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Prescott now. Escaping the pressure right. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Stevenson. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. The Patriots will bring on the field goal unit. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. And this is not going to be anywhere close. No good. Way wide to the left. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. In motion, the tight end. Second down and inches. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harris. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Matt Judon able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
No gain on the play there, second down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Out of his end zone, Prescott. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Prescott. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Hunter Henry brings it in. And they're able to get this one across the 35. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
And taken down just shy of the 40.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain. 47.
From the 39, Prescott. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Throwing, Prescott. Quick completion to Henry. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
A nice chunk play from the tight end position, and it illustrates the cohesiveness that he and his quarterback have. Both saw the extra defender doubling him up, and they still combined for the completion and big gain.
Straight ahead, it's Stevenson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left in no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. That'll be caught by Anderson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
How about the first half he's putting together? Well over 100 yards already with that last catch. And to me, they'd be well served to keep looking his way. A number of big plays already in this one.
First down, Prescott.
There's Henry. Touchdown, Patriots.
Hunter Henry. A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Patriots will strike first here in this wild card matchup.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal. Looking to throw.
That throw finds Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
Now a hit and a loose football. And it looks like Steeler football. It is. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him.
Matt Judon there to bring him down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock.
That throw finds Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
A great effort there as the first half is winding down.
And the Steelers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing.
And the pass to Henry is intercepted.
Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick.
And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football.
Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go into the half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points, while the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
He'll get that one complete to Connor. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And 3rd and 8 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Back to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Here's Jones. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line ready to go. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
On 2nd and 10, Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Now the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. Prescott. Over the middle, complete. That's Henry. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And he wisely will throw that one away. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
On 2nd down, it's Stevenson. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Now Prescott. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him, necessarily. But I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Harris running straight ahead. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running. And in for the Steelers, touchdown. Devin Duvernay, 25 yards for the touchdown. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
46.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. They'll let this go for the end zone.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. 3rd quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10.
To throw is Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Stevenson.
On the move past the 40.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. They'll throw again. Prescott.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Prescott. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick.
And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. He'll look to throw.
That's complete to his tight end Freiermuth.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain of 22. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Trying to lay one up deep.
And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA.
And some room to work. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. One quarter remains for the right to survive round one here in the AFC. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth.
And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 13-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
Let's go now. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Go. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
And he'll try and throw here on the fake. And they're able to pick up the 1st and keep possession. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. So they pulled a little rabbit out of their hat, nearly for 6, almost got the fake into the end zone. Either way, they're set up really nicely.
So we all fell for the illusion, didn't we? Did they saw someone in half on stage?
Well played.
I mean, that was something right there.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Najee Harris,
a 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Steelers continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10.
It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Prescott now.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Well, look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And he'll find his way in for 2, and we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fields it right around the goal line.
Okay, ready?
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this 4th quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards that time and a first down on the keeper. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Rolling to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Matt Judon able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Here's Jones on the return. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. The Pats at the line ready to go. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Prescott. He's going to let it fly. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw, Prescott. This is Anderson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Dak. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this one is incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds. Here's Prescott. Completes this to Jefferson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Anthony Averett picks it. And the Steelers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times? It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.